Hello and welcome to today's video where I'm going to talk about the #1 diet for weight loss / fat loss. My name is Linda Ellis. I'm a certified nutritionist and personal trainer, as well as transformation specialist for busy executives and professionals who want to shed fat and increase energy levels to also perform better in their career and personal life. What I see a lot nowadays is that people don't really understand what the difference between weight loss and fat loss is. So let's cover this first. If you lose weight overall, then you are not only going to lose fat, but also you will firstly drop a lot of water weight as well as inflammation. And then things are getting slower. This is where you really also lose some muscle mass and body fat. Whereas if you're specifically trying to lose fat, then you also focus on losing fat only. You might lose a little bit of inflammation again along the process, because obviously losing body fat is linked to, healthy benefits. However, you are specifically targeting fat loss. If I come across someone who is not successful with their transformation, I mainly see this #1 mistake, which is losing lean muscle mass. Most people want to look fit and toned. Nobody nowadays, at least, wants to look skinny. So if we are losing body fat, that's great, but if you're also losing muscle, then you are just slimming down tremendously. And another consequence of this is that your basal metabolic rate slows down immediately, which is pretty much the amount of calories that you can burn at rest. You want to keep up this metabolism. You want to keep this high and running. So in general, the best method to lose fat is a controlled calorie deficit with the right foods. So now you might ask yourself, but what are the right foods? Well, I want you to ask yourself, what kind of diet could you do forever? Because when someone comes to me and works with me as a client, I want them to understand that what we are going to implement is something that has to last. It has to be maintained, and it has to work in the future in all kinds of scenarios of life. In general, I know that a lot of diets are working. If it's keto diet or paleo diet, or maybe you're doing a smoothie or detox juice cleansing diet, whatever it is, you might be able to have success. The question is now, what are you going to do when you reached your goal with this diet? You're basically stopping this diet and you're going back to living your normal life with the eating habits that you had all your life. This is the perfect example of explaining yo-yo dieting, because most people stop when they reach their goals with a diet, go back to their old habits, and gain back all the weight, or even worse, they gain more. After you chose the diet that works for you for a lifetime, you should be able to also regularly implement some resistance training to improve and grow your lean muscle mass, which then also keeps your metabolic rate up and running. And also, we need to make sure that you have an adequate amount of protein in your diet, as well as some recovery days, which are great to, relieve stress and really give your muscles the time they need to grow. As a nutritionist, it's super important to me that my clients love what they eat, because if you don't enjoy what you're eating, then you're most likely going to fail and you're not going to maintain whatever we started. So this is really about developing habits right, and then really making them become your lifestyle. And so you're kind of like running on an autopilot, which is programmed in a very healthy way. I don't believe that there's a diet that suits everyone, but I believe that every human being, except the ones who have a rare genetic dysfunction or disorder or any specific allergies, are built the same way. So as a nutritionist who has helped many people to transform their bodies and looks into studies all day long, I realized that the best food to consume for any type of person who wants to aim for any kind of weight loss or fat loss is always whole foods. If you eat more whole foods that are less processed, then you will start fueling your body with the right kind of nutrients and a balanced macronutrient split. To sum it up, I believe that generally we eat way too much saturated or trans fats, which are very dangerous if consumed in large amounts. We shouldn't be restrictive with what we eat, but we should stay natural and really conscious of what we put in our bodies. If you are going with mainly unprocessed whole foods, you're always on the safe side. I believe that a plant-based whole food diet is the best diet for anybody, and you can vary so many different food categories. It never gets boring, and it's so low in fat and super high in protein. So this is my recommendation for the day. Let me know if this video resonates with you. If there's anything you would like to learn about it, comment it below, give it a like or share it with your friends. And I'm going to speak to you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.